Hi, my name is Jennifer, and the purpose of this video is to highlight a personal improvement project I completed for a graduate nursing class. CQI is the driving force for transformation as problems are identified, implemented and monitored, and effectiveness is studied. Continuous quality improvement is important to patient care and outcomes, so it's an important concept to learn. Using the Plan, Do, Study, Act approach, my goal is to improve something in my life that creates waste. Continuous quality improvement, as known today, is the result of cumulative efforts of individuals and initiatives. As early as the 19th century, Florence Nightingale championed quality improvement by identifying the association between health and environment and making changes to the environment to improve outcomes for soldiers. Additionally, Avitas Donabedian and the Institute of Medicine, as well as the National Committee for Quality Assurance, have all contributed to quality improvement to the continuous quality improvement framework. There are 6 steps in the continuous quality improvement process. The first step to my continuous quality improvement plan was to evaluate my personal life and identify an area that needed improvement, something that created waste. As I reflected on my limited free time, I realized I often gravitated to social media. Swiping through pictures, stories, tweets, recipes, and memes on my smartphone was all too common and easy. All good intentions quickly vanished as I succumbed to mind-numbing social media. I also noted negative emotions I often felt afterwards. Social media was wasting my time and it had to go. This was my aim. I found myself spending on average 38 minutes each day on social media. Whether I had downtime at home or at work, I often turned to social media. Why so? Humans are social animals and want to belong. Social media offers the option of both physical and virtual connection. While social media is relaxing, after using social media, I frequently felt more anxious and unhappy than before I picked up my phone. And I definitely felt the dreaded FOMO, or fear of missing out. That's described as the uneasy, sometimes all-consuming feeling that you are missing out on something that your peers are doing, in the know about, or in possession of more, or something better than you. It seemed everyone was having more fun, looking better, and was happier than me. I compared myself, my life, and my family to others. Research indicates feelings of irritability, inadequacy, and anxiety intensifies with social media usage. I often use social media to escape from everything pulling at me. Then, to add insult to injury, I felt regret for wasting time that could have been spent on more meaningful self-care activities, such as exercise, eating healthy, personal study, or most importantly of all, spending time with my family. Self-care activities always made me happy, and since social media was cutting into time spent in these activities, I was caught in a negative emotional spiral. Social media is so accessible and has become almost habitual. Why was I so drawn to using it? If I ever hoped to overcome FOMO and my tendency towards escapism, I needed to understand why I was using social media. I needed to understand the process. Step 2, link the current evidence. Did you know FOMO affects 70% of adults and affects both genders? In 2017, Fanucci, Flannery, and Ohannesson demonstrated the positive correlation between social media use and anxiety levels. According to other studies, there is a negative correlation between social media usage and negative mood, especially in young women. Step 3, understanding the process. Having recognized all the time wasted on social media and the negative emotions that result from social media use, I was ready to change. First, I formed a reliable team to help me succeed in my husband and my daughter. Understanding all the factors that influence my social media use was important in the improvement process. The various reasons can be visually demonstrated in a fishbone diagram. Furthermore, a process map visually describes the series of events that leads me to social media usage, providing a clear understanding of what contributes to the problem. Step 4 is creating a specific aim. The Institute for Healthcare Improvement recognizes the importance of setting aims that are safe, effective, patient-centered, timely, efficient, and equitable. My specific aim is to decrease my anxiety and improve my mood while allowing more time for self-care by eliminating social media usage for 2 weeks and joining in the other 400 million Facebook users who take breaks every now and again. Step 5 are measures, and there are 3 types of measures that I will keep in mind. Process measures. These measures are the specific steps in a process that lead either positively or negatively to social media usage. Balance measures are meant to ensure I do not cause problems in other areas of my life. And finally, outcome measures. There are several desired outcomes identified in this project to demonstrate an improvement. First, I expect a decreased anxiety score on the Hamilton Anxiety Scale. Next, I expect my overall mood to improve according to the Pacifica app. And I also hope to have increased time for self-care. The last step in the quality improvement process is to identify and choose a change idea. A change idea is an actionable, specific idea for helping change a process. Initially, to help me avoid social media for 2 weeks, I deleted all social media apps. Additionally, I set an alarm on my smartphone to remind me each evening to complete my assessment and record my self-care activities. However, involving my team will help if these measures prove ineffective. The last step to process improvement is to test the change idea using the Plan, Do, Study, Act approach. This approach conceptualizes the quality improvement where improvements can be made on small scales and examined for success prior to continuing further changes. For 2 weeks prior to eliminating social media, I recorded my baseline time spent on social media with the mean daily use of 38 minutes. Finally, I recorded my baseline time spent on numerous self-care activities, including exercise, reading, healthy meal preparation, and spending time with family, among others. Utilizing an app named Pacifica, I recorded my mood. On a scale of 1 through 6, the higher the number, the better my mood. Notice the negative correlations between social media use and mood. Less time on social media really did equal better mood. Furthermore, I recorded baseline anxiety levels utilizing the Hamilton Anxiety Scale. Using phrases that describe certain feelings and then rating from 0 to 4, with 4 being most severe anxiety, I rated my anxiety levels each night. Notice the positive correlation between anxiety and social media use. Social media did increase my anxiety. On March 13th, 2019, I began the first week of my social media elimination intervention. I deleted all social media apps and set an alarm on my phone. However, not long into the first week of my intervention, I realized I sometimes forgot to record my assessments despite my alarm. This is the point I utilized a changed agent and recruited support from my team to remind me to record my assessments before they went to bed. I also placed a reminder on my refrigerator and my mirror. With these minor adjustments, I was able to successfully complete next week's intervention. I was able to achieve my aim of decreasing my anxiety and improving my mood while allowing more time for self-care by eliminating social media usage for 2 weeks with 2 cycles of PDSA. As demonstrated in this figure, by eliminating social media, my mood improved 20%. And my anxiety decreased 25%. An unexpected result was the effect this intervention had on my self-care activities. Giving up on average 38 minutes of social media each day generated 134 minutes each day of time spent on self-care, a 250% increase. More time spent on self-care unexpectedly, undoubtedly, and positively contributed to my results. Using the PDSA model, I was able to identify areas for improvement and quickly implement change ideas to facilitate my desired outcomes. By directly involving my team in implementing a small change of posting more signage, I was able to meet my aim. Suggestions for improving this plan might be to involve my team earlier and create a more effective reminder solution, as this seemed to be the most difficult aspect. Utilizing the PDSA cycle and with simple changes and little effort, I was able to make positive improvements to my mood and increase my time for self-care exponentially. A win for me. No doubt this improvement will be one worth maintaining as I move forward to the next CQI project personally and professionally.